This is the Creed of Liberty podcast. Welcome back, everybody. This will be a short podcast, so I won't take much of your time today. Russia did not invade Ukraine under Trump's administration. It did invade Ukraine, took Crimea under Obama and Biden. There's a lot we don't know that goes on in geopolitics. There's a lot we're not told. Comes out 20, 30, 50 years later. We still don't know who shot JFK. Besides Harvey Oswald. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we never know about, we'll never hear about, and that's okay with me. But the presence of a strong nation will deter many things. The presence of a strong man will deter weak men from doing stupid things. So when America seems strong, our enemies tend to hold off. When America seems weak, that's when they think or know that they can invade another nation. So this is going to be a two-part issue. I'm going to talk a little bit about Russia and Ukraine and just kind of the geopolitics behind that, and then we're going to talk about the GOP, the red wave. So whether he was allowed to take Crimea under Obama, we don't know, but he did. Did he see weakness and take advantage of it, or were there deals in the back room where he could take advantage of it? I don't know, but he did. He didn't do anything under Trump. Trump was unpredictable. And I don't think that he thought he could take advantage of the situation in Ukraine, or just take Ukraine, period, under Trump. Or whether those backroom deals, we don't know. Trump could have said, hey, Russia, don't do that if you want to keep producing energy, giving people energy. So, but like I said, we don't know. We don't know any of that. All we can look at is what we see. It didn't under Trump, did under Obama, has under Biden. So, in both cases, I would say it was a weak presidency either way, right? And Putin took advantage of it. There's something to be said about having a strong man as a leader, or in the White House. And you can take White House and put like in leadership, period. Mainly because, and I meant by strong man, it could be a strong woman as well. And someone who's unpredictable. Because you don't want your enemies to know what you're going to do. And that's just kind of how that works. I took martial arts for many years. And we kind of taught that. Like, you want to be the person that's unpredictable when it comes to fighting. And you want to have your head on a swivel. You want to be, situational awareness, things like that. Don't give off an air of weakness or meekness to be taken advantage of. So if I were to sit down with Russia and talk to them right now, it's like, look, we might have a weak president. We might even have a weak administration right now, geopolitically. But do not think for 1 minute that Americans are weak, that America is a weak nation. We're not. We're not. And administrations come and go. And I'd love to see the day in America where we didn't need a federal government, that we are self-ruled. So I think we're kind of beyond needing the federal government. But that's just me. Yep, I'll still I'll still pay my taxes and do the things I'm supposed to do. But I can see a day where we have systems set in place to where we're like, we don't need that. So, but that's just me. But that's what I would say to Putin. Like, look, we may have a weak administration, but don't try anything, because we got another administration coming in 4 or 8 years. There'll be another administration, and administrations change. And if you do something stupid, you're probably going to pay the consequences for it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the next administration, which leads me to the GOP. Told you I'm going to keep it pithy and quick today. So, dear GOP, look at the Democrats right now. There is a supposed red wave coming, red tsunami. Fantastic. I love it. I lean conservative. But not without my own principles. I'm not voting for some of the Republicans this time around. It's not just a blanket red ticket for me. I'm also not voting for any Democrats either. But there you go. See my last episode. But here's what I would say to the GOP. Look at the direction the Democrats have taken this nation, whether it be the administration or in some of these cities where crime is running rampant, fentanyl is running rampant, you name it. Your schools suck, whatever you as the American people don't like. Look at that and say to yourself, we're going to fix these things. We're going to be good by the American people. Because if you don't, dear GOP, if you just get in office just to get in office and you don't make those changes and you don't do things that the American people need, we will vote you out of office in 4 years as well. It doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter. We're the American people are sick and tired of it. We are sick and tired of it. Yay, red wave, woo, now do your job. Period. Do your job. Don't get caught up in politics. Don't get caught up in the wokeisms. Don't kowtow to the wokeisms. Get in there and make your states better. Make them better for everyone. Let all of those ships rise. You're going to have complainers in any job situation or whatever. They're going to complain. People are going to complain. Push them to the side and get your job done. Don't kowtow to them. So that's all I wanted to say. So, dear Putin, we're not a weak nation. We may have a weak administration. And to the GOP, if you pull the same crap that the Democrats are doing, we will vote you out of office as well. So take this as fair warning. You're being given here an opportunity this election cycle. Make good on it. Not so you can keep winning elections, but because you serve us. You represent us. We're not a democracy. We're a representative republic. You either reserve us, or we will reserve you the right to be voted out. And that's all I've got to say about that. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Creative Liberty Podcast. No solutions here other than, well, we'll see if it's red wave. The Republicans have a really good, what is it? How do they put it? The Republicans are really good at shooting themselves in the foot when they're winning. So, but we'll see. I'm ready for some change. So if I can quote an Obama slogan, but thanks for listening. It was a quick one. I just wanted to get this out. Just a kind of a fair warning to our GOP representatives. We, the American people, are fed up with it. Earn it. Earn this vote. Because if you don't, we'll vote you out. I won't get in people that will. And it's time for that old guard to go. The turtle needs to go. Schumer needs to go. Pelosi needs to go. If you're not there to represent the American people, get out. Term limits, people. We need term limits. Maybe I'll do a podcast. I think I did do a podcast on that. Go back and listen to it. I'm really glad you're here. Thanks for listening. I really never know who's listening, so comment down below. Let me know. Reach out to me. Say I heard your podcast. You suck. You're great. Whatever. I'm a Gen Xer. I really don't care what people think about me. Love y'all. Be safe. Go vote. Get out and vote. Vote your beliefs and your conscience. And that's all I'll say about it. You're grown adults. You can do this. Peace.